Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Okay, like I in my previous videos, I mentioned that I bought this sorry, Remington 783 out of Academy, and they're doing a promotion. If you buy this and get a $40 rebate, and they'll throw you a free Marlin 795. And I really cannot pass up on that deal. And sure enough, got it checked out, filled the form for $473, and then they give you that rifle, that Marlin 795 that I did some reviews on. You buy one get one free basically. How awesome is that? And then the price is, they start the price at $299, and then with a $40 rebate, you're paying $259 plus tax. And you're getting two rifles, a 22 and this one is in 308. The scope is a Tasco Varmint. It's I bought it when I tried hunting last year. So and I just kept it, knowing that maybe one day I'll be needing it again. And sure enough, I got another bolt action, so I just slap it in there. Okay. The goofy thing about that 783, it uses two front Remington 700 base. Okay, I managed to find a cheaper base for like $7.99 or something or whatever, and I just bought two of them. Might as well. It's kind of like spending $16 for a good set of bases, and I could have waited, but at Academy they had that cheap scope base, so I just bought it. I broke down and I bought it, and I put on this scope right here. Okay. And I fired this before, but not enough to have a good result because it was raining, and the targets are flapping. I just kind of did a mini, fire 2 rounds and clean, 2 rounds and clean. So it has some rounds, through this thing right here. Okay, now as you can see, the bolt's already open, no magazine. You can see my finger sticking out there. Okay, bolt, it's smooth, and it's a good cheap starter gun. I mean, and you'll be surprised when you see what this thing can do. Again, this is accuracy testing. I want to minimize all the human errors I can, and see how is the rifle worth keeping. If not, I'll just keep the 22 and put this back on the market. I like to do that with all my rifles, as you can see on my previous videos. I put this rest right here, put this rest to the test. There we go. And I put the rifle here. I weigh down the rest with some sandbags, and you might think that, well, this guy can't shoot for crap. Well, maybe I don't know how to shoot for crap, but because yes, it is at 24 power, 24 magnification. Again, this is what you need to do. This is an excellent scope, by the way. It's not too expensive. It's about $89.99, something like that, or last year when I bought it from Academy. Okay, you need to know, you need to shop for different type of loads, and you need to know what your gun really likes. Okay, there is no question on that. I mean, you gotta do your homework. You gotta buy several loads, and to see which of those that your gun really like. Okay, and you gotta do accuracy testing, based on what you have. Your scope, extends all the way to the 9 power, then hey, good for you, man. 3x9, 4x12, or whatever it is. But try to minimize any human error to see if it's you or if it's the rifle, or both. If the rifle shoots good, well, is it you? Is it the ammo? Is it the rifle? Or is it both? But let me just show you what I did with it today. Granted, yes, it is only shot at 50 yards because time is running out. I really gotta go. If you've seen my other videos, starting from the GP 1975 Sporter, I took all these guns out to the range the same day. And I got a lot to cover, and not a lot of time to do so. Okay, so here it is, Tasco Remington 783, Tasco Varminter or Varmint 6x24. So it is suitable for hunting because you can dial it down to 6 power or 9 power. But if you just want to wring out the best accuracy you can get from this thing, you can just, you know, set it all the way to 24 power. Okay, so I'm gonna set this down. Sorry, gotta put the camera down. Okay, so yeah, you can see 783 has generated some pros and cons, and you know, opinions and whatnot. But am I happy with the one that I have? Yes, I'm happy. The trigger is really nice. You know, people saying for this, you know, production rifle, you don't need a free floating barrel. You might need a pressure point somewhere here. You know, which is true. You know. But you know, it's just a tweaked up version of the Remington 710 or 770 that was, you know, panned out by all the critics. You know, so be it. You know, I did a video or made a video about my first impression about the gun. The only thing that I didn't like at that time was the magazine, but I'm happy to report that firing 3 groups today, I had no malfunctions whatsoever. The magazine feed, you know, fed, you know, smoothly as it's supposed to do. No issues today. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now, I have a Federal Deer Thug 165 grain ammo that perform wonderfully with my old hunting rifle, and I'm gonna take out the target just so you can see. Okay, I used to have a Zastava M70 rifle. It's a bolt action. It's not M70 you know, AK, but it's a Zastava M70 Mauser type rifle. It has a little brother, the mini Mauser M85 that shoots 7.62 by 39, but this one is a 308 version of it. And as you can see, at 50 yards with different types of ammo, that is about there's 3 shots right there. That is a 4-shot group right there. Okay, it is a half MOA rifle, and I'm quite happy with it, but I didn't think I'm gonna go hunting again, so I sold it, only to get suckered in by this deal that Academy has and Remington has. Okay, so with this, the groups that I have is this. And you think, oh wow, that's a piece of crap, right? The Remington 783, you know, the other rifle, you know, the barrel is 1 in 10 twists, so it generally prefers round in the between the 160 to 170 range. 175 is probably the max I would go with this 1 in 10 barrel twist, at least for this rifle or the other Zastava rifle. And you know, it performed well, as you can see to the target. But with this ammo, with this rifle, the Remington, wow, that's not accurate, right? Well, then again, that's what I said. You got to do your homework. You got to bring your different types of ammo, preferably in the same recommended, you know, bullet weight. Okay, this is a 168 grain right here, and I gotta backtrack a little bit and show you guys. I got you know, excited here, but the first shots is actually made with this Federal Premium. What's that? Sierra Match King. I was aiming here. It shot low because, you know, I just you know, removed the scope from that hunting rifle. I just installed it here, and look at that. This I was aiming here. It was shooting low and right to the right, low and to the right. That is a clover leaf. That is a right there. You can probably say that's a, you know, one hole there. You know, it's clover leafing for sure. That is at 50 yards, and you know, you might think, you know, it's not small enough. Well, when you measure groupings, you need to measure the center. You know, not just the outside diameter, but the center. And that is, you know, that is probably, you know, half MOA. You know, a quarter inch at 50 yards maybe translate to about half an inch at 100 yards. Like I said, it was starting to rain, and you know, I'm running out of time, so I really couldn't go to the 100. But you know, and that is yeah, 3-shot group from the Federal Premium. Gold medal, baby. Whatever. And I was like, okay, well, let's try, to adjust the sights and the scope. So I adjusted it, and this is what I got. So it's not really bad. That is almost a one hole right there. Okay, the top two right there. Okay, so the group opened up a little bit because the barrel is getting warmer. These was shot in with the cold bore, As I shot these three, and then I know that the barrel is getting warmer. But then I gotta pack up and leave before the rain starts to hit. If not, the target's gonna become mush again, and I can't really grab it and show it to you guys. And then they call 2 minutes before ceasefire. So I tried to shoot 3 rounds bolt action in 3 minutes. I'm sorry, 2 minutes. So I probably freaked out a little bit, and I probably pulled the shot right here. But that two right there. I mean, that's one hole, guys. One hole right there. That one hole right there is pretty big, and imagine that, that just about a hole and a half right there. From a $250 rifle, and suffice to say that this is a keeper. This is going to be probably my long range, intermediate range, 200-400 yards rifle, just to try to see, how far I can push it. But yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, $250 rifle, you got that trigger right there, and it breaks clean and crisp, and I love it, man. I love my scope too. I mean, I kept it, and I'm glad I kept it. And 6x24, very, very versatile. You can dial it down to 6 power, 9 power when you go hunting, and you can crank it up if you want to do one holer there. So anyways, yeah, so in case you guys are wondering about what I think, should I get a Remington 783, if budget is your concern, then definitely get it. A lot of companies, Gator Mountain, Bass Pro, they're doing rebates as well. They throw in a combo with the scope. You're probably getting a junk scope, but they're trying to do like a lot of sale or incentive, for you to buy this rifle right here. But you know what, man, it's hard to beat, throw in a free 22 and a $40 rebate. So basically it's like saying, okay, this $40 rebate, go buy your own scope, and we throw in that 22 rifle with that purchase, and I kid you not. So I'm paying $260 for 2 rifles, just plus tax, and but just keep in mind, buyer beware. The Remington 783 will not fit into a Remington 700 stock. So if you have a really cool sniper stock that you saw somewhere, and it fits for the Remington 700, this thing will not fit. From what I've read, I might be wrong, but from what I've read, the takedown or the takedown screws are set differently, so it is not interchangeable. Okay, the only other stock that I see that's nice enough that I'm saving up to buy is probably the Boyd's thumb hole laminate stock, and I used to have that for a 1022, the Boyd's laminate stock, and I love it. And that's probably what I'm gonna get for this rifle here. So okay, anyway, so it's taking longer than I expected. Alright, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you all have luck with your 783s. Peace out.